I said that I probably wasn't going to do an update every quarter, but that seems to be just what happened here today. Really, the reason I'm making this video is to just let you guys know that there won't be any videos for a while on YouTube because there haven't been any streams in a while. In the beginning of March, I got some intense back pain, like I couldn't move sort of back pain. And so I went to the doctor and I am getting it worked on. Everything looks fine right now. So yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing better. Currently today it's April 1st, which this is not an April Fool's joke, because obviously this is being posted way later, but I am doing way better. So, and I'm making more improvements. I went to a doctor a second time to get rechecked up because I was like, are we sure that nothing's wrong? Because the first time I just went to an urgent care. And the second time I went to a real doctor because things just weren't getting better. Luckily, they did tests on me. And yeah, nothing serious for sure. So that's helpful. And then they gave me some things to do and to take as well if I need it. So I'm going through those steps right now, doing my own physical therapy at home, taking the medication when I need to, which is just a muscle relaxer to help with the back pain. So yeah, nothing crazy. But yeah, that has made this whole month of March just unproductive in many ways, especially sitting in this chair. It hurts a lot to sit it here, for, I don't know, probably more than 3 hours. So I've been trying to take a step back from streaming just to really focus on my health. So there's not going to be any YouTube videos. But I was like, you know what? It is April 1st. It's the beginning of a new quarter. Let's go ahead and just do like a little update on how I am doing on like kind of my plans for 2026 video, which if you didn't see that I posted in January, then yeah, this will kind of be a follow-up of that and I'll kind of go through everything I mentioned in there. So my main goal for 2026 was to run. That was going very well. It really was. I was doing very well until the back pain, obviously, which by the way, the back pain, it came out of nowhere. I was literally walking on my walking pad and I felt some pain and I was like, oh, weird. Rested the whole next day. And that's when I was like, oh, I can't even like move. I can't bend. I can't anything. And that's when we went to urgent care. So like it was so weird. It was so weird that it was just from walking when I'd been doing all this running. I'd been doing, yoga and warm-ups and stuff. I'd been walking 10K steps every day. Like, I don't know how this happened. It was very annoying. But yeah, obviously now running has not been happening. I want to make sure that my back is fully better before I go through that because obviously running is kind of intensive. But it was going very well. So now, my running goal was that at my 10-mile run at the end of the year, that I would be able to run it the whole way through. I don't know if there's going to be enough time to train for that. I'm going to try. But, right now I'm just, can I get back to running? That's my new goal. I would like to still run the whole 10 miles at once, but I am worried about the time now. I don't know. I know it sounds like it's a lot of time, but we'll see. We'll see, because especially since I don't know how long my back is going to be, things take time to heal and I don't know what that is and it's killing me. But also with this new schedule, part of the thing that I wanted to do was more stuff around the house, whether it was sewing projects to like fix patches and things, or just like whatever needs to be done around the house. I have been able to get more of that stuff done and it's been amazing. It has really helped so much. It's not even very often, but just getting those things done and making progress on my ever-growing to-do list has been very nice. So that's been a very positive thing for 2026 so far. Our podcast has been doing well as well. Well. Obviously that kind of took a hiatus as well because I can't sit in the chair for very long. And they don't usually take like 3 hours. But we just kind of decided to really put my health before the podcast at least for now. I think going forward, we're going to go back into our bi-weekly routine because I am starting to get better. And now that I have the muscle relaxer meds, that will help me get better quicker, you know, or whatever. It'll help alleviate some of that pain. So podcast should be coming back on a regular schedule, but that has been taking a little bit of a hiatus as well. I had a lot of games I wanted to play in 2026, and how have I done so far in them? Pretty good. Pretty good. There's a lot of games I realized that are horror. Shocker. But I need to figure out maybe sooner than I usually do. I usually do my Halloween planning in June. I started in June. I might need to plan it earlier so that I can figure out what horror games I want to do in October and which ones I just want to do whenever. Maybe it doesn't even matter. It might not. I might just, you know, have October be more horror, but I don't want to, my issue with that too is that I don't want to play so many of my horror games that I don't have enough to do in October. So that's kind of my worry there. But yeah, it's been going well. I have been getting to quite a few of the games that I have listed, and I've also added more. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But I have already done more VR streams, which has been super fun. I played Ploco VR, which was a very cute little game. That should have already been uploaded onto YouTube, so you'll know about it. That was a very cute game, very chill, very relaxed. And then I definitely have a lot more VR games on my list to play as well. I don't know why I'm looking at them as if that helps me in any way. But yeah, I'm very excited for VR this year. Along with gaming, last time I mentioned that I didn't have a PC because of the squeak. Well, guess what? It's back. The squeak is back. You know, they sent me my graphics card back, and it worked for a while. It did work for maybe a month, and then the squeak came back. So that's fun. And now it's been over a month. Yeah, over a month. I think a month and a week now. That I've been struggling with them to get them to do anything. I'm definitely going to be filling out a survey because I told them, hey, the squeak is back. Is there any way that you can send me a graphics card and I can send it back to you? You know, mine, and, you know, have that exchange. And they were like, yeah, for sure. We can do that. And I was like, I think they were probably a bit more eager to do that since this was a second time that I'm sending it to them. And I just don't want to be without my PC for that long. If I can avoid it, obviously. It's not the end of the world. But if I can avoid it, I would like that. Well, it's taken a month and a week. I don't even know. I think... I don't want to speculate. What's frustrating is I do tech support. You know, part of my job is programming for my, you know, my real 9-to-5. But part of it is also working on escalated support tickets. So I know what that is like. And in my opinion, they're not doing a good job on that end. I think that either there's a lot of changes happening and it's, I don't know, been put on the wayside somehow, which isn't good. You know, my job, it doesn't matter what work I have. If I have an escalated support ticket, I have to put all my focus on that because there's a customer waiting. So yeah, I don't know. But basically I send them a video. They were like, hey, can we have a video of the squeak noise? I was like, yeah, for sure. Send them a video. It took them a month to watch the video. Literally. I kept messaging and being like, is there any update on this? Oh yeah. We're still reviewing, your issue, and we'll get back to you in 1 to 2 days. We'll get back to you in 1 to 2 days. We'll get back to you in 1 to 2 days. I kept getting that. I'm like, well, you're not, because now this is the 4th time you've told me 1 to 2 days. So I stopped messaging and 2 weeks went by. And albeit part of it was because I was having back pain and I was like, who cares about a squeaky graphics card? I need to focus on not dying. And then I was on drugs. So I was very tired all the time. But 2 weeks went by. And then I message and say, hey, where are we on this? And they're like, we're still reviewing. I'm like, I can send another video, because I didn't know if they thought I was lying. I was like, it's still happening. I can send you an updated video of it still happening if you need it. If you need something louder, clearer, I will do it. No, we're just still getting to it. And I was like, okay. And then it became, give us your address. Yeah, sure. Here's my address and everything. Hey, how would you like this sent to you? And I had already in a previous email, like just 3 emails prior, said, just to make sure I'm still going to be getting one to me and I'm sending mine to you and we're doing that exchange. And they said, yeah, for sure. And I was like, what do you mean how? I've already told you. And then after that answer, after I told them how I wanted it, they once again said, oh, we need your address and everything again. I literally just gave it. It's been so frustrating. It's been so frustrating. I hate when people cannot scroll up on the emails. I hate it. But it looks like today, as of today, I got an email today that the next step has happened. So I got a different sort of email than before. So fingers crossed, but I don't know. It's whatever. Now, another thing I mentioned was working on my planners. And that's been going well. All of the steps, all me writing everything down is done. I just now need to make videos on it, which, once again, I haven't really been doing because I can't really sit in this chair for too long. But I think going forward I can, because I think I can manage it now. I think I know where my going too far is versus being too lax for my back. So I'm going to be getting back into that here shortly. But yeah, that's been going pretty well. I will say though, working on projects, because I mentioned like working on Callista, recording the Halo series, which I really want to get back to. I want to get back to everything. It has been slower than I expected, mostly because taking photography photos for the calendar specifically has been taking a lot of time. And I've decided that I'm okay with that, because I want this calendar to be successful and I want it to be amazing and I want the photos to be beautiful. And then, in following years, because I'd like to continue doing the calendar every year, I will have this backlog of photos. I won't have to focus on it so hard as I am this year, because I'll have the rejected photos from this year for next year, potentially, or new photos I take next year. You know what I mean? Because I'm taking so many. I have planned so many this year, in case things don't work out or things don't look great. And then I'm picking the best of the best, which still I'm having multiple photos for each thing. So I don't know how I'm going to narrow everything down. I think it'll just kind of be how it all vibes together at the end of it. But yeah, I think that's kind of the issue. I'm going to try to work better at that so I have more time to work on the projects, rather than filling it up so much with photos. But we're going to see. We're going to see how that kind of goes. If anything else, though, I do want the calendar to succeed. So I'm okay with taking a lot of time to take these photos and stuff. On the note of photography, though, I am selling my photography. You can buy it right now over on my Etsy shop. I have a couple right now, and I'm adding to it. But if you go to my photography website, which is in my link tree, I'll put all these links down below as well. It is a little convoluted. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this as a mental note for myself and also a physical note in my Etsy link. Oh, I don't know if you can do that. I think you can. I know Etsy's weird with putting links in the description, but I think usually it's if you're saying go buy my photos over on this other site, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying go look at my photos, and if you see a photo there that you want, then let me know and I can put it up on Etsy. So I don't think, I'll have to look at the small print. But yeah, I have a photography site. If there's anything on there that people want as a photo to print and everything, I'm happy to do it. But I'm kind of just adding a couple that I'm really proud of and that I really think are great to Etsy right now. But it's very exciting. It's very exciting to have my photography out there that people can buy and display in their homes if they so desire. I am so excited about that. And along with that, I don't think I mentioned in the video, but one of the things I did want to do this year is take more film photos. Because so much of me, whenever I take a film photo, I'm like, that was a whole dollar. That was a dollar. You know, I think of the cost of every photo, and I've just thrown that out. And I really have done a lot better this year. I've taken so many more film photos. I've already taken more film photos this year than I did all of last year. So I'm very proud of myself for that. I've been very just like, whatever, loosey-goosey. This might not work out, but whatever, I'm going to do it. So that's been very fun. So on to what's coming up in this next quarter. Well, with my back, kind of hard for me to say. So yeah, I guess really right now, my main focus is getting my back into shape. You know, that is going to be my overall focus. I'm going to try to get things done, try to do, you know, all the things I want to do. But if I need to rest, I need to rest. And if I can't sit in the chair for too long, then I'm not going to force myself to sit in the chair for too long to do a stream. Like the streams might be an hour long, because that's what I can handle. You know, I'll kind of play it by ear, but that is my main goal for this quarter, is to get better. Luckily, taking photos doesn't hurt. You would think, so I actually weighed my camera bag because I went on a photo walk when I was still having the back pain, and it didn't hurt at all. I was very cautious too, because I was like, the moment I'm in pain, I'm going to stop, you know, obviously. And it just never happened. I felt fine. I was like, oh, I'm getting better, but then I didn't. So it's weird. My whole camera bag with everything in it is 11 pounds. And it is a nice bag. You know, it does distribute on my back nicely, and it never feels heavy. But obviously, when you have a back injury, you would think that it would aggravate that, but it never does. So that's nice. So I will be continuing to take photos this quarter. I can promise that. I just might not be able to drive very far to them, because being in a car does hurt the back. Crazy. If I drive the car, though, it's actually better than riding passenger in the car. So, but it's still, I can't be in the car for too long. It's all sorts of weird. Having to figure out what my limitations are. But yeah, gonna continue taking photos this year. And you know, I even saw this post just today. I can't remember who the creator was, but they said, I'm probably going to butcher it now that I'm trying to say it for myself, or to regurgitate it. But basically, whatever your like passion project, like hobby thing, it is meditation. And basically that's because, you know, as long as a hobby does this for you, you know, you clear your mind when you're doing one of your hobbies. And I was like, you know what? That's how taking photos are for me. It is very clearing of the mind. Like whatever's happening in my life, I don't even think about it, because I'm just thinking about photos. Taking photos, looking for, you know, good photography things. You know, it's very nice. So I'm going to continue meditating by taking photos as well. And continuing meditating with slime as well. Because look, my aunt, a couple years back, she gave me some money for, I can't remember if it was my birthday or Christmas. They're so close together. But she gave me money, and I was like, okay. I always use birthday or Christmas money as, like, actually towards something that would be birthday or Christmassy. And so I bought slime for the first time. And I was like, let me just see what the hype's about. I probably will hate it. It's probably whatever. But, you know, that's what birthday and Christmas gifts are for. Just trying things out. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So don't knock slime until you try it. If you like noises especially, it gets some nice noises. You do have to do some research onto which slimes are best for what noises you like, but it's almost like keyboard sounds for me. You know, I have a specific keyboard noise that I love when people are typing, and it's very similar to that. I think it rubs that same itch in my brain, and then along with just playing with it and having something to fiddle with, it's very calming. I like it a lot. I've gotten gefilte into it as well, so it's growing. And because I don't want to just tell you about slime without showing you slime, I'm going to show you my favorite slimes right now. I get all mine from OG Slime just because, I don't know, that's what I do. Peacock ore, this one has lava rocks in it, and they make such a great noise. You know what, maybe I'll just, you know what, okay, maybe I shouldn't promise anything though. I am going to make ASMR videos for you guys of these slimes I'm about to show you. I'm promising you. I'm going to write that down. That way you have something to look forward to. But this one's peacock ore. It sounds so nice. I love, love, love the lava stones. I don't know. I think that this is my favorite because those lava stones. It's lovely. Also the color. I don't know if it'll be very pretty on camera right now. No, that doesn't do it justice. It like has a purple to blue hue. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And then I did just get 2 new ones. So these aren't like, oh, these are my next favorites. But I did get 2 new ones. This one is Suit Sprites, which are so cute. Studio Ghibli. You can kind of see them. They're just like little hard beads, basically. And yeah, it's nice. I do like it. It's very cute. It makes me very happy just because it's so cute. And then I also got this Haku. I haven't got me all of these. He's a very good picker. So he's been feeding my slime addiction because otherwise I'm like, I don't need any more. But this Haku one's nice. It's an icy slime. I don't know even how to describe it. Just watch out for the video of it. It has a specific texture where basically I'll show it in the video when I make it. But when you pull it up, it slowly rains down. I don't know how to describe it. I usually don't like icy slimes. This one has a little bit of pumice stone to it though. And I think it does change it a lot. I really like it. It also smells really good. I don't know. It just smells nice. I love the color of it too. But I'll make videos on those for you guys. That way you're not in a complete YouTube drought. Obviously this next quarter I'm going to continue planning our wedding. Because that has to happen. We have to make decisions and things. So that's going to happen. I have my ring, but then I also have now some silicone rings for like when I'm working out or doing something that I don't want my ring to get scratched or anything or damaged. So I now have a silicone ring, which is really nice. But yeah, I really only wear that when I'm doing stuff that I don't want the real ring to get damaged. I've been wearing it a lot, the silicone ring a lot recently, because I've been sick. And it kind of sucks when you're like, I want to lay down. Ouch. Or whatever. I just don't want to worry about it. So silicone ring's been nice. But yeah, that's kind of really what I'm planning for this next quarter. It's hard to plan much. So yeah, we're going to see how everything goes. But I thought it'd be fun to maybe end this on like what I'm currently reading, what I've been watching, and maybe movies I'm looking forward to. I don't know. I thought that it would be maybe fun to do. If I'm doing this every quarter, which I might do a little check-in, it's kind of nice. Catching up, seeing what I did say and what's happening. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I'm currently reading 2 books. One is Recursion. It's a sci-fi book. So good. I'm only 59% through the book right now. So I don't know how it's going to end. Unless it like completely tanks at the end of the book. But right now, highly, highly recommend to read it. It is so good. It is so fascinating. It is so like such a different take on like a multiverse, but it's not a multiverse. It's like if a multiverse was all in one verse. It's so crazy and complicated, and yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. So I would highly recommend reading that. My other book is 640 to Montreal. And that one's good too. I'm just in the beginning of it, so I haven't fully gotten a whole grasp of it, but it did immediately grab my attention, which I love in a book when I'm immediately locked in. And the good part just happened. The big shocking stuff is finally starting. I think I'm only like am I even 25% through the book? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty early in. But it's pretty good right now. I'm enjoying it. What I'm watching, I guess this one was a weird one. Maybe I shouldn't have even done it. I did just watch the 2 Wicked movies now that the Wicked for Good, Wicked 2, got put onto Peacock for free, because I had Peacock. My thoughts on it are, they should have been one movie. It should have been one movie. I loved it visually. Visually, it was great. I love that they kept the music the same. They added their own songs, which is fine, from the musical of Wicked. You know, story is different. That's whatever. Every rendition of anything is going to be different than whatever you're basing off of. So that's whatever. I don't really have any qualms with that. First movie, it was good. I really liked it. Second movie, slow. Not really loving it. It should have been one movie. And I was even thinking, because I was going to watch Phantom of the Opera the other night, and I was like, you know, they really fucked themselves over by not making it one movie. Because it will never be a classic like Phantom of the Opera or Les Mis, you know, whatever film adaptation you like of it. I like the newer one with Anne Hathaway and Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Oh, and Russell Crowe, right? Yeah. I'm just terrible with names. That has nothing to do with me liking or disliking the movie. But, you know, those are nice because they are one movie. But Wicked being 2 movies, people are not going to be like, oh yeah, let's just pop on Wicked when you have to watch 2 hours or 4 hours, you know. Even if they made a 3-hour movie, I think people would be willing to sit through it because it's one movie. But breaking up into 2, I think it really messed them up. I'm becoming like a classic, you know, oh, this is the rendition of the musical. It was beautiful though. I was very happy with how it all looked and the music. I think they did well on that, but we didn't need the second movie. But movies I'm looking forward to, Backrooms. The Backrooms. Oh my gosh, it's being made by A24, which has me hopeful. They make some weird, creepy stuff, which is exactly what the Backrooms are about. And I do love A24 films in general. I am so looking forward to it. Like, I don't know why I have such, not an obsession, because I'm not always looking for backroom stuff, but it is like I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just fascinated with it. I'm fascinated with the idea of the backrooms, and it creeps me out so much because of how it creeps everybody out. If you don't know, the backrooms are like, it's a space that looks like a space you've been in before. For me, the creepier ones are the ones that look like department stores, where I could be like, this looks like a Dillard's without all the clothes in it. You know, it looks like somewhere you've been, and that is creepy because it's empty and it's never ending. I don't know. It is my favorite thing. I don't know why. I don't know how to describe it, but I am so excited for the movie. Because it looks like it goes fully into that like creepy sort of aspect on what we've just seen. And I do try to stay away from trailers because they give away too much. But I think the trailer that they just dropped actually didn't give away too much. So I was very happy. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. As of right now, it says it's coming out May 29th. So it should be in this quarter. So next time I'll be able to tell you what I thought of it. And that is all. Last quarter was fun. Last quarter went well until, you know, the back. And even then, you know, it was all right. But thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, any thoughts, any whatevers, make sure to write it down in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know if you like these quarterly videos. I think I kind of like doing them. I thought maybe the top of the year one was the only one I'd do, and then maybe I'd keep doing that. But I kind of like this. So let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.